What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of CoD Coffee. I got sitting next to me Victor.
What's up, everybody?
And today we're going to talk a little bit about the Modern Warfare beta we've been playing the last couple days.
Yeah. So, one of the things that I want to start off with the Modern Warfare beta is just how beautiful and crisp the game is.
Yeah, it looks beautiful for a COD game. I really do have to say that.
And not only does it look beautiful, but just like everything, the gameplay itself is just smooth.
It's very smooth. I was expecting it to feel a little bit more clunky,
Uh-huh.
a little more, I don't know, stiffer. It feels really good. It's really smooth. I do have some issues. I got some issues with this game. I'm not going to say that I don't, because I definitely do.
A little too stiff.
Sir?
Sorry about that.
Well, I guess I'll kind of start off and say that this game is making me take a different approach to the way that I play Call of Duty. I've never been a sniper fan. I've touched it a little bit in the other games, but I mean, especially in the Black Ops series, I'm just not a fan of sniping at all. I don't know what it is. I cannot hit shit with a sniper rifle in the fucking Black Ops games. I just can't. Can't hit nothing. For some reason, in this game, the AX-50, I do believe it's called, that sniper, I use that thing more than anything, and I'm better with it than I am with anything else. I mean, I hear so many other people telling me, oh man, you need to pick up the M13 or the M4A1 and get that thing fully, no, dude, I do so much better with that sniper, I'm telling you. I have both of those guns that I just mentioned fully upgraded with all the stuff that I can put on it. I've tried a bunch of different ways to set the attachments. That's one other thing is with the gunsmith. Something totally different than we've ever seen in Call of Duty before. Usually, they just give you a set of attachments that you can use on these weapons. In the gunsmith, there's a bunch of different variations of these, and each one of them has pros and cons to your weapon. Say if you want to put on a grip, it'll help you with your recoil, but it'll have a little bit of an aim down sight speed. And
okay, so you're not like zooming in as fast as usual.
exactly.
So if you were to put the other variant on, it's pretty much the opposite.
Well, it kind of just depends. Every one of the attachments has a different pro and con to it.
Okay.
There is some out there that don't have any cons to them. Those are mainly the perks, though, is what I've kind of noticed.
Right.
Weapons actually have a thing called perks. These are not like the perks that you equip to your class, but
These are perks for just that gun.
yeah, exactly. And they do something like
We'll start off with
one of the perks in one of the weapons will stop you from regaining your health for a short period of time, like
Gotcha.
say 10 or 15 seconds.
Okay.
Um,
Well, that one sounds like a doozy. You better be a damn good player on that one.
yeah.
What's one of your favorite ones so far, though?
My favorite what?
Favorite perk so far for like your guns
Uh,
so far from what you have access to right now.
I honestly do like the no health because I can't tell you how many times I've been firing on somebody and they're just eating bullets and they'll run around the corner, they'll regain all their health back, and then, you know what I mean? It feels like I have to re-empty the full clip back into them.
Right.
So that is really cool. There's a lot of other ones out there that we haven't gotten to play with because we're only able to level up to level 10, and I think there's only 2 or 3 of them, on each one. But they're definitely fun.
Nice. I just had to ask that because, I just started basically, playing it myself, and I just got to where I can start messing with my custom classes. So, just kind of getting a little insight for, when I go start messing around with that section.
Yeah.
But I do have, favorites already, though, from when I did play. And even though I'm kind of just using out the loadouts and stuff, and I did pick up, the loadout sniper last night as well, and I gotta say, I'm actually a little bit better with the sniper in this one than I am any other weapon. But I do also am feeling pretty, crazy with that little submachine gun, though.
Yeah, the AUG is really good. The MP7 is one of my favorite guns to rock right now. When I first started using it, I really didn't like it very much. But once I get all the attachments and stuff on it, the thing just absolutely shreds. I mean,
like melts.
People just walk around the corner and they got no chance. There's a few issues that I've been noticing. I kind of feel as if the time to kill in this game is perfect. Like, it's not Black Ops 4 high, but it's not Call of Duty Ghosts quick. It's not... You don't die in one bullet, but it doesn't take the entire magazine to kill somebody, if that makes any sense. Like, the time to kill in this game feels good. It feels really good. But I feel like there's a connection issue or something. Maybe the indicators on the screen that you're getting shot aren't popping up when they're supposed to. I feel like you yourself die way too fast, and I think that that's a connection issue, or like I said, it's the indicators on the screen aren't popping up as soon as they should. Like, maybe you're taking a bullet or two before it's actually warning you that you're actually taking damage.
Right.
Because I feel like while the enemies are usually dying with regular guns in 3 to 4 bullets, I feel like I die in 2 bullets all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do actually. I did have like one moment where like I was getting fired upon last night in a match, and all of a sudden,
But that's it. Like, I feel like if I'm getting shot at and if I feel like their bullets are actually hitting me, it's done. I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it in this game. I don't feel like there's a way for me to really counteract being caught off guard, because I feel like if you're caught off guard, that's it. You're done. You know what I'm
that
saying?
is true. That is true. Like in the other games and stuff too, you can at least kind of somewhat wiggle your way out of a situation.
Yeah, I really felt like
this one does seem like it's kind of harder. You have like no wiggle room, you're like just like trapped in a corner.
Yeah, I kind of feel like once I start getting hit with bullets, and that's it. Yeah,
you're done. I actually did like when I first,
and I can't count how many times I've gotten all the way around the corner or off a ledge or something, and I still end up dying. And I'm like, dude, I was all the way around the corner. There was no possible way that dude still hit me. Like, there's a connection issue or something going on there. But for the most part, it does feel solid. It feels good.
Honestly, not as much to complain on this one as the past few games,
Yeah, I mean...
Besides the connection issue with the...
I'm looking forward to a lot of things in this game. I don't think that they picked very good maps to show off for the beta. I really think that there's probably some better ones in here that would keep people playing. I'm not really a big fan of the ones that they gave us. Like, I think to be perfectly honest, I think that I only really like one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Which one is this one?
And I know that a lot of people are probably not going to like me for this one, because I've heard a lot of shit about this map. Is the raid map, that really big one that's either meant for...
Yeah.
That's meant for the 20 or the 10v10 or 20v20, whatever.
I got you. Which one is that one again? Is that the one with the broken down buildings?
Yeah, I actually really enjoy that map. It's that
is the one map I do like.
And I find it to be really fun. I do agree with a lot of other people that these maps in this game are very... sometimes they feel like they're cluttered. Like, there is way too many spots for somebody to either be sitting or for them to be coming from or shooting from. Like, you spawn in, you walk a little bit forward, and once you get into an open street, or, you know what I'm saying, there's so many directions and windows and angles and different directions that you could be getting shot from that it's almost hard to, you know. But at the same time, I
See, that's the
I
reason
didn't
why I
like
like that
this.
map.
Well, yeah, you see, well, that's what Taco said last night when I was talking to him
I
about the
love
same
that.
thing.
I love the fact that I mean, okay, this is gonna sound
He
crazy.
was like, but he was like, well, that's what a real city's like. That's what it would really be like.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yes, it is true. It's very true. I guess it's just for so long and so many years, having the traditional three-lane map, very linear, and I know where people are going to be at, where they're not going to be at.
See, I think they know what they're doing. I think they knew exactly what they're doing when they did that, because that's actually literally the main reason why I actually enjoy that map, though, is because I like the challenge of trying to pick out which window my sniper's trying to get me from, or what window am I going to go sit in and snipe in, or so on and so forth. There's so many.
It's kind of bad because I like it for
they
that
added, yeah, I know, but that's probably the twist and turn that they took when they put this game out, or when they were developing the game. Is like giving us something different, something new, maybe a little bit, giving us something more realistic.
Yeah, I mean,
think of the challenge. Think of how much better people are going to be after a while playing this,
I do feel like this game heavily encourages camping, no matter what the situation is, because the sprint out time in this game is very punishing, and if you really don't know what that is, that's sprint out time is going from a position where you're actually holding it down, you know what I mean? Maybe you're being a little more tactical, a little more campy. Mm-hmm. And sprint out time is when you go from point A to point B. What's going to happen in between then? How much time do you have from when you start running from your position to wherever you need to be before you start getting shot? Before, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Before you actually run into some interaction to the point where you're most likely going to die.
Yeah,
in this game, it's terrible. Like, I mean bad. Like, you can be sitting somewhere, and I guarantee you, if you hold down a building, if you play way more passive than most Call of Duty players are used to playing, you will do way better. Way better. If you play like most people are used to playing COD and
aggressively,
run around and be really rushy and just don't really care, and you know what I mean?
You're
not really going to do very good. I mean, maybe if you're a really good player, yeah, you'll still do decent, or maybe even really well if you're like a miracle boy, but for the most part, you're not going to do too well.
And I've had my fair share
games
of, doing pretty damn well playing aggressively versus... I'd have more bad plays playing aggressively. I'm the kind of player that I actually do, like, I will play aggressive, but at the same time, though, I play smart. I tried my best to, and yeah, I guess you can call it somewhat camping, but I don't sit in the corner all match and sit there and wait for people. No, I'll sit there for a minute, or not literally a minute.
No, and
and then I'll move from spot to spot to spot.
I kind of think people...
I'm like a meerkat,
have different outlooks on camping, because... honestly, the one thing I found from camping is that I can never camp in one spot for way too long
boring.
Well, no, I can't camp in one spot for way too long before the entire other team starts to come after me, and eventually they're either going to kill me or force me to move.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happens 9 times out of 10. I usually end up dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why I don't like doing that. Plus, it's boring, dude. It takes the fun out of the game. I enjoy the whole... Like I said, I'm like a meerkat. I'll sit in a spot, and then I'll like poke my head around, see who's there. Well, if I got nobody, then I move.
I get 3 or 4 kills, and then I move. That's usually what it is. And that's honestly the smart way to do it. You get 3 or 4 kills, move. Because once you pick off so many people...
yeah, those know where you're at.
They're going to start to come back for you. So
revenge.
Get your 3 or 4 kills that you need to either work yourself up to your next streak.
Right.
And then move to a different spot and start doing it again.
Well, for me, it's a time base. Like, if I am getting kills, I will get a couple kills and move. But for me, if I don't see anybody after, like, I don't know, I say maybe 10, 11, maybe 15 seconds max, not even a full 20 seconds, I move.
Yeah.
I'm more of a time-based move. I mean, like I said, though, but if I do see people coming and I have a chance and they have a couple kills, yeah, of course, I'm going to take them out, get my kills, but... you know, I move regardless because, you know, I agree with a lot of people. I don't like the people that actually sit there for an entire match, which also could bring up the whole mini-map situation in this game. Now, I've been reading a lot of things here on Facebook,
Mini-map,
Twitter,
mini-map.
Instagram. I read a lot. I probably read a lot of your you listeners. I probably read a lot of your stuff about how, you know, of the whole like, oh, there's no mini map. This, you know, camping is so much worse. I mean, yes, maybe it is, but at the same time, I agree with the whole. I actually agree with working for your mini map.
Yeah,
because if you start off with a mini map the entire match, I mean, I do get I understand all the positives for it, but at the same time, if you want that, work for it. You know, like
I understand. I mean,
we're
I
all
guess.
good enough
I'm kind of on both sides of the spectrum here because I'm at the point where I don't care if it's there or not. I play a lot of hardcore, so to be forced to play in a game where the minimap isn't there, it doesn't bother me so much. But when I actually have to break it down and look at it from a point of, okay, what should be in core game modes and what should be in hardcore game modes and what are they going for in this game? I understand that they're going for realism, and if they want to do a realism mode, which I think they are doing, I actually heard some rumors about that.
Really?
Yeah. That's where they should do that. I mean, honestly,
put it in its own box, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, don't half and half it, because when you half and half it, you're just pissing everybody off. You know what I'm saying?
True. But regardless, there's going to be people.
You're
pissed
taking
off,
away one major staple that's always been in Call of Duty that a lot of people use to their advantage. I mean, it is honestly a very useful tool.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
I can agree.
We have hardcore modes for a reason.
True. Okay. That's
so
where
I kind of feel like
they're taking it away.
They're kind of taking it away and almost just kind of mixing hardcore and core together and
just making one big mush.
Yeah, like why have the two if you're going to just mash them together so much? You know what I'm saying?
So basically what you're saying is you want to keep the basic core and then keep your basic hardcore, and then if they want to do something that's combined, just put it in its own, like you said, like a realistic mode, like you said, maybe?
Yeah, have their own realistic or realism playlist.
Okay.
Keep core the way it is, keep hardcore how it is. People love these game modes for a reason. You know what I'm saying? We've been playing them for years and years and years, and there's certain things that have always been there that I think should always be there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There is just certain fundamentals of a game that make it what it is, and I feel like if you take it away,
I guess it could lose a lot of fan base, I guess.
And I do really kind of feel that not having the map has turned so many people against this game. I mean, I'm not even joking. Like, I thought this game was going to be like the CoD community's golden child. Everybody was going to love this game. It was going to be amazing.
No,
I
see more hate than anything.
I feel, I've been hearing so many people are like, dude, like, I'm done with this. I'm going back to Black Ops 4. And I'm like, what? Like, no.
I saw one. I mean, the argument didn't even make sense. I mean, people just like attacking each other left and right.
I gotta admit, some of their arguments are kind of valid. I mean,
yeah, they are. I'm not saying they're not.
Because I do feel like I can't play this game like I'm used to playing all the other Call of Duties. I can sometimes. Sometimes I can try to really spawn trap people and be really rushy. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, I gotta play a lot more passive. I gotta be a little bit more campy. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not campy. If you're doing it the whole match,
I feel like everybody plays like that in this game. And I know that it's not me that feels like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not only me that feels like that.
There's tens of thousands of other people out there right now that are probably thinking the same thing right now.
Every time I jump onto this game, I feel like 80% of the people are walking around crouching, which you don't even look like they're bending their knees. They just look like they're bending over, getting ready to be fucking up the fucking or something. You know what I'm saying? So
Look like
I'm not even joking. And
looking like Quasimodo up there
and
with
like
an
they're
AR-15.
walking around on like their tippy toes, like bent over. Like I'm not even joking, dude. It looks weird.
Yeah, if any of you guys, if anybody who's listening happens to work for this company that does all the digital stuff, tell them to fix that if you don't mind.
And the head glitching in this game is one of the absolute worst I've ever seen in a Call of Duty game. I have to say that too. If you see somebody and they're peeking over a edge or something, there is going to be a lot of times where you will not see their head. And if you replay it, if you have a capture card, or even just on your PlayStation 4 or on your Xbox, whatever, just go back and look at your last game with the share. Just clip it and watch it. There's a lot of times you'll notice that people will head glitch and they will shoot you and not a single piece of their body is visible except for maybe a sliver of their head. And when I say a sliver,
Folks,
I mean
a sliver.
A sliver of their piece of their fucking head is sticking out, so you can't see anything of them, but yet their entire scope is visible to you. That's a problem that needs to be fixed. Like,
ASAP.
Yeah.
Because that kind of is a bunch of capital BS right there.
I've ran into that quite a few times in this game, which it just kind of is what it is. Head glitching has been in almost every Call of Duty, but in this game, it's definitely one of the worst I've ever seen. A lot of things about this game make you play very passive, make you be a little more campy, and honestly, it does turn a lot of people off to this game, because I feel like people want to jump in, run around, get kills, toss up UAVs, throw down Hellstorms, whatever they're called, you know. And in this game, I feel like it's really hard to do. You gotta kind of take a step back, play a little bit slower, and which honestly isn't really a bad thing, but we're talking about Call of Duty. You know what I mean? We're not talking about Battlefield. We're not talking about CS:GO or any. You know what I mean? This is Call of Duty. It's a very fast-paced shooter. I mean, yes, it can be tactical. It has had some games that are tactical, but for the most part, it's very run and gun, and that's something that I think at least 80 to 90% of the Call of Duty fan base loves about these games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They are very fast-paced.
Very. Like I've had moments where I get off work, dude, and I've had bad days where that's actually what I'd like to do. I mean, that's where I can actually, stand toe-to-toe with you on that one and actually agree, because I mean, it's all, and like you said, it's always been fast-paced, and and I you and me both actually talked about it all the time. Getting off work, want to hop in a match and just go.
Okay, it's kind of like if you were to think about Blackout. Like, there's a reason why I stopped playing so much Blackout and I started playing more of the Alcatraz map. I guess it is still Blackout, but I started playing that because it feels like a mixture of multiplayer and Blackout. I get that feeling of I'm constantly in a gunfight if I want to be. You know what I mean? I can constantly either be hunting somebody down and shooting them or being in a gunfight. I don't have to worry about dying off once or twice because I can come back.
Right.
But I still have that feeling of it being a battle royale where you want to survive at the end and have that good equipment and, you know what I'm saying? Make it to that final circle and then be the last person to kill off the rest of the 40 people that's on the map. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still a really good feeling, and it gives you that really fast-paced Call of Duty feel that I love, and that's one reason why I kind of stepped away from Blackout just a little bit, because don't get me wrong, I love the original Blackout map, and it's fun, but it's very slow-paced, and there's some times where you can land somewhere, loot, and spend 10, 15 minutes without seeing a person or firing your weapon. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can almost guarantee you, if you're playing on fucking Alcatraz, that's not going to happen.
No, Alcatraz, you're going to be in a gunfight within like 5 minutes or less.
Like, and if you drop at Cell House, you're going to be getting in a
instantly,
gun, like, right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, when it comes down to Modern Warfare, it does have that COD feel. It's definitely always going to be there. But it does feel like a little bit of a mixture of Call of Duty, Battlefield, a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege. It's definitely not a bad thing. It kind of feels like they're trying to move forward, which is definitely a good thing, I guess. There's just some things that people are going to have to get used to, and,
right,
you know,
taking away some of the, old school stuff, I guess.
Well, I mean, I guess the studio does have to take some chances. We do have to try some new things. And that's the one thing about the COD community, is that they're never happy. We are never happy. I mean, I'm just saying, it's honest to God. It's the very truth.
That is the truth. There's always at least one thing that somebody does not like.
Well, no, I mean, I swear to God, if they change, we get pissed. If they stay the same, and if they don't try something new, and if everything's the same thing year after year after year, we get pissed. You get where I'm going with this? If they change, we get mad.
If they keep it the same, we get mad.
So it's just kind of this endless, vicious cycle of us never being happy with
it's a love-hate relationship, I guess.
What we have. You know what I mean? Well,
with a lot of extra hate.
Things can be tweaked and things do get better. I mean, World War II was a perfect example of this. Like, the game started off, honestly, bad. Like, it was not very good at all. I mean, yes.
It was cool.
It was decent. But, I mean, 4 months later, once they actually rehauled almost the whole game and listened to the community and what they had to say and the certain things that we wanted and everything else, that game became awesome. I mean, like, awesome. And I like, even in the last episode of, I said, if you've never went back and played World War II since it first launched, go back and play it. It's fun. Like, they made so many improvements to that game. It's probably, if not one of the absolute best Call of Duty games that we have. I mean, just as a whole, I'm telling you, when it comes to game modes, guns, maps, varieties of different things to do, it's an amazing game.
It's got it all.
Pretty much. I mean, kind of.
Because I went back recently myself and played a few rounds on some World War II, dude, and I enjoyed it more than I ever did before.
There's some things that, I wasn't too big of a fan of, but there was a lot of things that I really did enjoy about it. And then especially once they did the overhaul, I mean, that game just became amazing. Unlike Black Ops 4. Nah. It's okay. Black Ops 4 is alright. Not really, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited for this game. I'm really excited, actually, for today. Get to level up to level 20. Mess around with some more of the guns, some more of the perks.
Get to mess around with some more new people now that the beta's open for everybody who is on any console, I guess.
Well, it's not till next weekend. This is the open beta for everybody on the on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, so never mind. So
next weekend will be Xbox, PC,
and PlayStation.
But
regardless, though, so today's gonna be pretty exciting.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing some leveling up tonight for sure. So get my stats up a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I've definitely been having some fun with this game. It's something new. It definitely feels kind of like the old CODs, but
it feels newer at the same time, though. It's like a new old or old new, however you want to word that.
Yeah, I can't really find the words for this game because I feel like I am personally myself, I'm really excited for it, but at the same time, I feel like I understand what the rest of the community has really been saying. Like, I'm very excited for this game, but at the same time, after playing the alpha for like a day and a half, I feel almost a little bit disappointed, just a tiny bit. Like, I'm not saying I hate this game, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, no hate coming from here on that one, but just a little disappointment, which is, you know, it's an easy fix pretty much.
A few things. I'm hoping that the meta that everybody uses in this game changes after today. After we see more of the levels and all the equipment, different things that we can use in this game. Hopefully the gameplay and style that people play with starts to change up quite a bit, which I'm sure that it will. Once we find certain things that we like to abuse, that's what the community does.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll be seeing a lot. We'll be seeing a few of those at least. Always.
Well, I mean, yeah, like me and my sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Hey man, that thing's fun in this game. I gotta say that. I mean,
it is fun. I haven't used that. I'm using the, you know, the loadout one, but you know, get the other ones. I mean, regardless, sniper's a sniper in my book. So
yeah,
the sniping is definitely a lot more fun in this because I mean, I'm just like you. I've never been big in sniping at all. I mean, I was okay, barely even okay, I guess I would say. But I've been working on my sniping and God, one more time, folks. But I've been working on my sniping in Blackout, you know. So, but I got to get used to the, you know, to this one. But it's actually a lot easier. I mean, I'm able to not quick scope, but I'm getting pretty close.
Yeah, well,
I mean, just after a couple hours of just
that's
playing,
kind of the thing with this game is
dead
that
on shots.
I feel like they toned down quick scoping a little bit.
Oh yeah,
but I almost feel like it makes me better with the sniper, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like sometimes the snappiness of the other snipers might have been what threw me off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This one feels a little more. When you actually go to pull it up, I feel like, I don't know, dude. It feels good. It is a little slower. It's not so, you know, bam, it's right up at your face, and you gotta aim right on the person.
Right.
But with this one, I feel like by the time you actually get it up to your eye, I feel like you don't really need to aim, if that makes any sense.
It's pretty much already locked on for you.
Yeah, like I don't know what it is. I feel like by the time that I have it up to my eyes, I'm already locked on. So, you know, I don't know. But it does feel amazing. I can't wait to play some more today.
Yeah, same here. I can't wait to play. I just wish they would release it already, just so we can, you know, go balls on the wall with it. But
man, I can't believe I'm gonna have to go back to playing Black Ops for a little bit after this. Man,
I know, it's like a little tease. You know, it's like give you a little taste of something that make you go, you know, make you all happy, and then just take it away from you.
Oh man, shit.
But anyways, though. So, hopefully we see some of you guys online, you know, whoever you may be. I mean, I just want to murk somebody right now, that's all.
All right. Well, we'll have plenty of time for that. Any last things you want to say before we wrap this one up?
Well, just hope everybody enjoys the beta, you know, and if you listen to this and you're on Xbox, hopefully, you know, next week you when you play, hopefully you guys enjoy it too. So go ahead and smash that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to have 2 uploads going up on Sunday. I'm going to have CoD Coffee episode 2 going up, and I'm also going to have a sniping montage that should be going up just afterwards. If not, it'll be going up on Monday. A lot more is also going to be coming down the pipeline. I'm probably going to be doing a few more things with this beta. Be trying my absolute hardest to be dropping a nuke before this beta's over.
You and me both, brother.
No promises, but I'm definitely going to be trying my hardest for you guys.
And I'm also myself be trying to drop myself a nuke as well. You know, got my cameras rolling on my screen, so.
All right, guys. Well, this has been CoD Coffee.
Hope you guys enjoyed it all. This is Victor, signing out.
I'm Ghost. Have a good one, guys.
That's how we roll, nigga. Damn, he killed you both with one shot. You guys are garbage. You got shit on.
Show them what we do.
That was intense. Fool's not playing.